talked about you recently.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I had to, girl. You went viral because you were talking about your ex, saying that women, you said, you were talking about your ex, and you said that women should not date rappers.
Okay.
That's what you said. And then I just feel like, so I wanted to put in my 2 cents, and then I added 48 cents more. I added 48 more cents to the thing. And I just want to know, Vivica, do I have to really eliminate a whole genre of music from my dating pool?
Well, I didn't say you couldn't play with them.
Okay.
Right? But can I just get you for a second? Because you acted like I was on the picket line. She did.
Because I said it
every time somebody asked me something, don't date 50 Cent.
Yeah.
No, that was not it.
Okay.
What happened is they said, Vivica, if you could tell yourself anything, your 17-year-old self anything.
Right.
So that was me just like, I wish I knew.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Not to go public so fast, not to have it out there, not to have the breakup that's lasted 22 years.
And
Yeah.
But I love that you said, you've done self-healing, and you said,
I have.
but it took some time, and now I can actually laugh about this.
Yes, and I was glad he had a funny response about it as well. We're no longer fighting, y'all.
Oh, this is
so
good.
yeah.
But I did notice that he said he would put you in the Matrix. That would be nice to go into the Matrix.
And you know what else made it great? He said he loved me.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Absolutely.
And you guys, I will always have, you got that one that you always got a little special place for. But we are in a good place, and I'll take the blue pill.
Okay. But girl, I was talking about that. You always got that one. I know I got that one, and
Oh my goodness, the orgasms were fun. Yes. Yes, honey. Yes. Remember the time. Remember the time. Woo! Yes.
Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm glad to be back with another show, another episode for y'all. Hold the applause until the end. But before we continue, I need y'all to do 3 things for me. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video so someone else can do the very same thing. And if they don't, then we're going to sing Sherry from the Sherry Show after them. I decided to sit down today and talk to y'all about the lovely old Vivica A. Fox. Let's give her a round of applause for being as beautiful as she is at the tender age of 61, shall we? Vivica is still speaking on the relationship with 50 Cent that she had roughly 25 years ago. Roughly. Meaning they've been not even off and on. They have literally been feuding for 25 years after the breakup. They dated in 2003. You heard me correctly. 2003 is 2025, y'all. They dated back then, and 50 seems to be the one that got away from Vivica. Well, that's the reason I decided to sit down and speak to y'all today about what is really going on when it comes to the value in the dating market that men and women hold, because we all know that we are 2 different kinds of people. Yes, we're both human beings, men and women, of course, but we hold value in different ways. Yes, we retain value in different ways. It's very true. I learned this at a later age. There's certain things that I wish that I knew when I was younger. Just like Vivica said, her 17-year-old self, she would have told her 17-year-old self, don't make this public, don't go public with this too quickly, don't put it out there, don't put your business out there about who you're dating. Well, there's certain things that I wish that I knew when I was 17, 18, but I learned it at a later age. And it is that men do get better with age. We do. Men get better with age. If a man does the work, he gets better with age. It doesn't matter what age he becomes, as long as he continues to do the work, meaning what? Working on his mental state, Mental health is very important. Working on his physical state, going to the gym and working out, jogging, taking long walks, being active is very important. And last but not least, your financial state. Working on your finances, whether it's credit, building credit, buying houses, property, real estate, working at whatever job that you're at, career that you're at, until you reach the top. That is what a man is supposed to strive for. So, gentlemen, if you are not working on these three things, guess what? You're not doing shit with your life, and I'm just being honest. You're not doing a damn thing with your life. And 10 years will go by. 15 years will go by. You will be in the same position. Do you want to know why? Because you did not work on those three things that I just mentioned. Now, if you're a smart man, and there's not too many of us, there's not too many of us out here. If you're a smart man, then you will start working on those three things immediately, right now. Not tomorrow, right now, today. And watch how your life flips. Watch how your life changes for the better. So yes, when a man does the work, his life does get better. He gets better with age. Now, let us go to our counterparts. Ladies, here's the hard truth. And you're not going to like what I have to say because it's an unpopular discussion, conversation that needs to be had. And if you haven't heard this before, you're going to hear it again. You're going to hear it here. And that is the fact that when you are young, of course, you are able to garner the attention of any man that you want. But ladies, understand something. The older you start to get, that attention that you were able to garner from a man, guess what? You are not able to at the same rate. Now, that is not to say that men are not still looking to smash. S-M-A-S-H. Smash. If you don't know what smash is, that is have sex with you. To be blunt. Men are still willing to, but here's the thing. They are not willing to commit as fast as they were when you were what? When you were younger. And this is what Vivica A. Fox has come to realize at the tender age of 61. This is not me hating on women because that is the go-to. This is not me talking down on women because that is the go-to. This is not me being misogynistic because that is the go-to. This is me telling you how reality is, and I live in reality. Some of y'all actually don't, and I know this now. I realize this now. Some of y'all do not live in reality. You live in an alternate universe. You are very delusional. You live in a world of your own where your own opinion is all that matters. So if you see yourself as being this great, beautiful, wonderful, flawless woman, that's exactly what you walk this earth thinking. And I'm sorry to say that's not the case. And it's the same thing for men. But the only difference is that you don't see as much men being delusional out here as possible because we shame men who are delusional. We shame men who don't do the work, who don't put in the work to better themselves. That's the difference. So you are told that you can do whatever it is you want to do at 18, 19, 20, 30, 31, 40, 41. Yes, you're told that. But guess what? The hard cold reality hits you once you turn those ages, just like it hit Vivica. Why do you think she is still stuck on 50 cents? Now, for her to make the comment about, I didn't say that you can't play with rappers, just don't date rappers. Now, she may have her opinion as to why she wouldn't advise another woman to date a rapper, but guess what? She dated a rapper that she is still stuck on. So what does that say about her? Y'all have to think about that for a minute. What does that actually say about Vivica A. Fox, who dated a rapper that she is still stuck on, 50 cents? She's still stuck on 50 cents. This is the reason why for 20 years they were feuding, and she just said what earlier? That they're not feuding anymore. They stopped feuding. 50 does not want her anymore. She is 61. He is in his 50s. Again, he can garner the attention of younger women because he did the work, ladies and gentlemen. Vivica A. Fox cannot. She can get a man to smash. That is about it. I want y'all to go back to the video, the 𝗟𝗏 interview, right? And look at her face as she says, I didn't tell you that you couldn't play with them, as if she has those options at 61. Honestly, she does not have the same options that she had at 21. Do y'all not understand this? No, you're not going to, because you want to continue living in your delusional world until what? Until it hits you. When it finally hits you, then you will realize, damn, I messed up. And that's exactly the look Vivica A. Fox has on her face as she says, I didn't tell you that you couldn't play with them. As she describes her sex life with 50 Cent. Do you not see what she has to go to? She doesn't have that ring on her finger. She doesn't. No, this is not a wedding ring, by the way. A lot of people seem to think that this is a wedding ring. It's not. I'm not married. Trust and believe I'm not, especially not in this day and age. But Vivica A. Fox does not have that ring on her finger. See, for a woman it's different because most women strive for what? To get that ring, to get the best man possible. And she failed at that because to her, 50 Cent was the best man possible. But she dropped the ball because she was in her prime at the time when they started dating. He wasn't yet. Do y'all not see the correlation, how it correlates with one another? He was not at the top yet. You have to remember that he was just starting out, but he did the work, and guess what? He rose to the top. She was at her peak when she was younger. Guess what? She's not anymore. So the roles have reversed, and he does not want her because he can garner the attention of younger women. She cannot garner the attention of the type of man that she wants. This is the reason why 50 Cent will date what? A younger woman, and he will not give Vivica A. Fox the time of day anymore, and she is still stuck on 50 Cent. All she has to rely on now are memories of getting smashed by 50 as she sits on the couch on the 𝗟𝗏 show doing what? Explaining how it was to get it in the sheets with 50, how he was giving her those back shots. Now, this is a 61-year-old woman, right? Speaking about 50 giving her back shots in the bedroom on a public show. Instead of speaking about how much she loves her husband and how much her kids adore her. Am I making this up? You can't make this up. This is reality, folks. This is the truth. And I'm going to continue bringing you the truth on this show. This is a segment that I am going to continue putting out there because certain things need to be heard that you do not want to hear. So you can plug your ears up all you want, but guess what? We are going to continue speaking the truth. And the truth of the matter is, while you are able to pick a good man, you should pick a good man, ladies. But instead, y'all pick trashy ass men. And most men know this. That's why you could go into the comments of the 𝗟𝗏 show. You could go into the comments of women who make certain posts on social media, and most men will say the same thing. Y'all always seem to pick these trashy ass men because you're looking for that excitement when you're younger. But when you're older, all of a sudden, you want a good man to step in. You want a good man to walk into your life, open that door, and just step right in and take up the responsibilities that he should have taken up when you were younger. But now that you're older, you can't garner his attention anymore, especially if he has done the work on himself. Gentlemen, do the work on yourself. Remember those 3 things I told you about: your mental health, your physical health, and your financial health. And everything will work itself out. The world will open up to you, and you will be able to garner the attention of whatever woman you want, whether it is for marriage or for box. It's your choice. Ladies, you have the same choices and the same options, but you just choose not to pick the better men when you're younger, not to pick the better men once you start reaching the tender ages that we all know. You start to what? You start to decline in sexual market value. It's just the cold, hard facts. Until next time.
If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.